So we got a little bonus video going for you here. We got Jeff, who is the genius that runs this whole place, the space here in Westbury.
You're so much.
Yes, I know. He paid me to
so
say that.
Complimentary.
And in fact, over here we have some of his crew that he didn't want seen. Some of them are ducking, some of them are waving. Okay.
Say your names.
Come on, Dennis. Give us a little wave. There's Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
So Jeff has been generous enough to offer a little lesson here on what he does when he's working the lights. For example, when the Lords of 52nd Street are playing, he's going to give us a little rundown because it's not easy, right? There's a lot to learn here. I mean, this makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's easy for me.
It's easy for him.
And truth be told,
I
know how to run this thing. I do not know how to program this thing to save my life, which is why I have staff to do it for me.
Oh, see that? And he's just yelling at them for no reason, too.
Well, they get paid.
They don't get paid to get yelled at.
No.
But you know how to. So they program it.
Yeah.
But then you know.
I have John and Ryan here, and I also have Gary, who's not here right now. We don't really know where he is. He's in witness protection. That depending on what we're doing, set up the board. There's different ways to set this up. But this is our Lords setup right now, and the Lords. First of all, this is an ETC Ion lighting control console.
Of course it is.
Got to give a little plug. But this is pretty much a standard theatrical style console. It's a very popular console. There's a new version that came out recently of it, but it's a pretty common board that you would find in a lot of theaters. It's not a rock and roll concert console per se, but it's got a lot of functionality in it that allows us to run the rock concerts. So in terms of the Lord show, like a lot of our concerts, we'll do. We don't even know the bands half the time. We may not know the music.
Okay.
So most of the time we run them manually on the fly. We have all different effects and things set up. For the Lords, we put a little more effort into it because when I got involved with them, they presented me with 30 possible songs that they were going to do, and it's all Billy Joel stuff. So
Well, and because you're basically a fan, so
fan,
you know the songs and you enjoy it, I guess.
So I felt it warranted putting the time in to program it. So we spent 3 weeks, I think, programming and queuing close to 2,000 light cues.
2,000?
Yeah. By the time
and that's all pre-programmed, or that's stuff that has to be done during the show?
It's all pre-programmed, and it's a combination of doing things manually and hitting pre-programmed stuff that's already built.
So that way, if there's a fight outside, you're allowed to
run
away.
I could just take off and go, if the toilets are overflowing or something.
The toilets are overflowing. So now we know what Jeff really does.
Or if Dennis needs CPR,
Dennis needs CPR.
Because not only do I run lights, but if someone needs to call 911, I also do that.
And we're witnesses to that. We were sitting right over there for David Crosby when a guy passed out, and here came Jeff. Here I come to save the day.
I didn't have to cape that.
The Lords, Billy Joel music is kind of almost just straightforward rock and roll.
It is.
So I would think for some other bands like a Genesis,
we don't program anything for any other bands.
You don't. Oh,
we don't program.
You strictly do that for the Lords. You love them that much that you did that for them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
I hope Andy's appreciative of that son of a bitch.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Richie, yes. Andy, no.
Richie, yes. Okay.
So even last night we were in here. We have 4 new songs that they're doing.
Okay.
I will not tell you what they are.
I'll give you $1.
Nope. And
$4.
But the thing is, we've done this show so many times now that we've streamlined it down from 3 weeks to we did 4 songs in 4 hours last night.
Okay.
And I write the cues ahead of time, and then we come in and we just bang out the program.
Nice.
For the purposes of a regular rock concert, we could just simply hit some bump buttons.
Bump buttons.
Bump buttons. Create different looks. And these are actually for particular songs in the Lord's set. So these are looks for Only the Good Die Young. And then this is Big Shot. And this is Billy the Kid. So that's...
Why don't you sing a little bit for us so we get a true example of what the lights are doing?
That's not going to happen. Now, from a pre-program standpoint, I just hit this go button, so we have what's called a cue stack here. And by hitting a macro button, so here are all the potential songs that the Lords do.
Okay.
Whether it's
So yeah, this isn't the set list for next week.
This is not the set list. This is every
know.
single thing that they have programmed. Each one of them has a series of cues or a cue stack. Now, it could be as small as 10 cues where we're just changing the lighting look 10 times, or it could be as many as 150, which I think is what I have in scenes for from Italian Restaurant.
Wow.
And all I need to do during the show is just hit the button. So right now I just loaded the cues for moving out, and this is the first light cue moving out. And then I could just hit this button, and then with the music, just change the look. And I have a little cue sheet that I run on a laptop that scrolls as I'm going through. But at this point, I pretty much just know them. You know, once a song ends, I have to be very quick on my feet, and then I just load the next one. So, you know, say goodbye to Hollywood real quick. Boom, hit the button, loads all the cues for it. They're all stacked up here.
But it doesn't actually, like if, say somebody starts talking, you just wait for the song to start before you...
Well, right. So a lot of my cues are coming off of lib. So I basically zone in on him.
So you're like a band member. He counts in, so, yeah. So it's the same for you,
yes.
Right?
So okay. I'm waiting for changes in the music. I'm waiting for a lot of it's drum beat, a lot of it's changes in the music, a lot of it's Dave's vocals.
You're like the fifth Beatle. You're like another Lord.
I'm like, well, so Rush...
Should I shut up while you talk?
Well, Rush's lighting designer, Howard Ungerleider. Now, Rush is a three-piece band.
Right.
But Howard Ungerleider was always their LD from the get-go.
Okay.
And he was always considered the fourth member of the band.
For them, yeah, that makes sense.
Because everything's so tightly wound in there.
He's probably looking for a job right now.
Yeah, most likely. Nah, he's a very successful lighting designer. But it's funny because I'm so zoned in on whatever's going on with each song, whether it's I'm focusing on Lib or Dave or whatever, that Richie Kanata came over to me after, I think it was our second show with them, and he goes, "Good night, Saigon. That was beautiful. It was great. What'd you think?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't watch the show.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like going, like taking the show and I'm going, wow. I'm like hitting buttons and I'm getting ready for the next thing, and you know, I got to flip the page here. And
so you're going to these guys after the show. When we put on that red light, man, that was awesome.
Nobody's paying attention.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we're all so busy that we don't really have time to kind of take in what's actually going on stage.
Yeah, but I think for something like David Crosby, right, there's probably nothing much to do. Everybody's just
well,
zonked out
anyway.
I
never. You know, everybody that works here is theatrically trained. We're all theater people from the get-go. None of us are from the concert world. We didn't just come off the road with Bon Jovi or somebody. We're all theater people. And we all take a lot of pride in the show. And we can have, you know, I can't say we've had any bad concerts in here, because I think everything...
I've never seen a bad concert in here.
You know, I think it's all relative to what people's taste in music is. And we still take a lot of pride in, you know, we have people paying money for tickets, and we take a lot of pride in putting on a show. And that's the theater nature of everybody. So we take a lot of pride in what we do. So we always want our lighting to look great. We want it to sound great. We want the room to feel great. Because you don't want anybody walking out of here going, you know, that stunk. So in terms of the Lords, you know, it's a lot of work. I enjoy it. I enjoy working with the guys. I mean, it's an honor to be able to work with them, quite frankly.
We're going to get a little example, yes?
Yeah, I'll run a song. I'll run You May Be Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load that cue stack. And this is it's a hybrid of pre-programmed cues and manually run cues.
Thank you to Jeff, you were saying that.
Yeah.
It's amazing they came in just to do that for us.
Yeah, it was nice, and you didn't even see them.
One quick question. So at the end, when he yells, "Turn out the lights," I mean, it's obviously not turning it on and off, right?
I have a cue pre-programmed for that. It was right. It was ready to go. So I knew next cue, hit it, boom, out. The first time I ran the song during a concert, I actually did it completely manually, and it was a total shit show. So I programmed it for the subsequent concerts out because I'm like, it's almost like playing an instrument. And in fact,
I agree.
We had somebody in here recently that had a keyboard and was triggering light cues. I think it was, what was it, Twiddle? I think was.
Twiddle?
Yeah.
What the hell's a twiddle?
It was, they're a really good jam band. They were here right before Thanksgiving.
Wow, never heard.
And the guy, he had this
Twiddle has a whole different meaning. Twiddle my bean.
He had his lighting console, and then he had a keyboard, and he was just like playing along with the band. I've never seen that before, but with technology, you can link things together with MIDI protocols and
sure,
and all kinds of different stuff. And ironically, this whole system lives on just your average computer network.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, literally, here you go. One cable runs the whole thing.
No kidding, really?
Yeah. So it runs all the way to the back. There's a network switch in the back, and it sends data out to everything.
And even to programming. I mean, I see this USB. I mean, is that?
Yeah, this is a Windows operating system.
So,
background. And it crashes just like Windows.
Oh, wow.
Which we have had happen.
In the middle of a show? That's awesome.
It happened 3 hours before a party, a very high-end party, and we, thankfully, because my office is in the city, I was able to run in and grab, just have a stack of them, and I grabbed basically the same thing, and we had everything backed up, so we were able to upload the config, and we got it back up and running. Literally, party started at 6, we were up and running at 5:59. It was that, and it doesn't happen often. I mean, these are really solid systems. We now have a backup.
Good idea.
Just in case. That was really scary, but it's regular hard drive, stuff we can buy down at Micro Center. These are regular monitors. So, but it's all computer network. It's all wired. This is actually a very simple system compared to a lot of others that I see on a regular basis. But it works. It suits us well. We do a lot of stuff in this room.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Great place. I love this stuff.